Hello guys, this will be just a very short video for stalkers regarding PvP. So we'll just discuss the skill build that we think is efficient for PvP. But this is not of course a 100% win rate, but I'm sure it will increase your win rate. With the assumption that we will be fighting against someone with not that much of a big gap in terms of BP, because of course if you're fighting someone with 100,000 more BP than you, then more often than not you won't be able to one-shot them. Okay, so before we do a demo, I will show you the skill build. But first, we'll just equip everything. Okay, so this is the skill build, our recommended skill build. Okay, so you might be wondering why Foresight? Foresight is a skill from Professor. So from the description, it decreases the skill cooldown by a plus 30. Okay, so if we pair this skill with our equipment, so from Felrock we got the 7.5 cooldown, and then from the Mystic Bow another 7.5. That means we have approximately cooldown reduction of 47. I'm not sure where the 2 skill cooldown came from. I can't find it, but we have a skill cooldown reduction of 47, so almost 50%. So if we test that, for example, the shadow formation has a cooldown of 15. So if we use it now, approximately 8 seconds, 7.9 to 8 seconds cooldown. So what does this mean? So the logic behind getting this skill means that the 3 skills that we have set has almost 50% reduction. So this means that for shadow formation, this skill is really good because for a duration of 2.3 seconds, you're basically invulnerable, right? Because of the ignore damage rate plus 100. This means that you can take at least 1 skill at the start of the PvP. But because of the cooldown reduction, so as you saw earlier, the cooldown is approximately 8 seconds. So this means, and since the duration is 2.3, this means your enemy has a window of about so 8 seconds minus 2.3, so I think 5.7. So this means that your enemy has an approximate of 5.7 seconds window to hit you. Afterwards you'll be invulnerable again. So that's the main concept. And then if you guys noticed, the range of the skill for Stalker is 850, and the sand attack is also 850. I'm not sure why, but I think these 2 skills are the ones that has the highest range. So more often than not, you will be able to throw this skill immediately compared to others, even compared to the snipers. So this skill build, it does not matter if you are a bow type or a dagger type. So nonetheless, it's still the same, because at the start of the fight you will cast shadow formation, and then the 2 skills will follow. Now for the skill in the rogue, I chose this because for the HP regen, but lately I noticed that I think the HP regen in PvP is not working anymore. I'm not sure why. So let us know in the comments if you noticed this too. Okay, so let's try this out. Okay, I usually use just 2 melee companions. And let's go. Okay, he's alone. Here we go, my wizard. Okay, he's still alone. This one. This guy is strong. No. Okay, that's one of the weakness of the build. I will talk about it later as well. They're always alone. Okay. Okay, 4 out of 5. Not bad. Okay, let's try in the duel. These will be able to pick our opponent. As you can see, I have a lot of matches because I've been experimenting. One weakness, like as you seen earlier, although we got to throw the 2 skills first, if you noticed, against the paladin. I don't know why, but sometimes it doesn't reach the main enemy. I think our character tends to throw the skills on the minions or his companions first. But let's test it with someone with a high BP. Is there someone? Okay, let's try Sir Ace. Okay. So I've mentioned earlier, because of the shadow formation, we got a window of opportunity. So because of that, our survivability increases. But of course, it's not always 100% because sometimes the skills doesn't hit the main character. Oh, for this example, the Scandal, the sniper, is really tough. So that's just my character because I have low damage output. But if they are in the same BP or a very near, see, he's 152,000 BP. So if our assumption is we have identical BPs, most likely on the second skill, you should be dead. Let's try one more. Alright, let's see. I think this guy is very tough. Let's see. Oh. Okay, so as you can see, his companion was able to jump in front of us. So the 2 skills were thrown to that guy instead, but it happens. Do we still have one more? Oh, we have 2 more. Okay, let's try. So you might be wondering, why didn't I use the triangle shot since it's another skill? You can use it, but for me, I think it tends to mess up the pattern because sometimes the character goes too near because the range is shorter, 600. So that's just for me. And since I don't think this is working anymore, you guys can probably change it with the passive of the sniper or hunter for attack speed. But I hope you understood why this was taken for the cooldown, for the skill cooldown reduction. Okay guys, I hope you learned something or this helped you. So this applies regardless if you're a dagger type or a bow type, because I've seen dagger types, their damage is really high compared to their physical damage is really high compared to bow types, so I think this is a lot more effective for them. Okay guys, thank you.